because I'm Asian and we don't like to show up at somebody's house or somebody's office empty-handed. So I had even prepared a small gift for him, which was, I thought, very cool. I showed up at his office and he takes one look at me and he says, "Get out." No, get out. And I had not even said a word at this point. I had not even opened my mouth at this point. And so I'm thinking to myself, oh my gosh, what do I do? Do I thank him for his time and leave? Because he didn't really give me any time. Like, what do I do with, I didn't know what to do. And so I did what all of us would do, which is nervously giggle. In fact, none of you would do this. Only I did this. I nervously started laughing when he told me to get out. And I have no idea why, but I was nervous and I started, and then a very strange thing happened, which is that he started laughing, nervously laughing. So now I'm laughing at Elon, one of the richest men in the world. He's laughing back at me, thinking, why is this idiotic Asian woman laughing at me? And in that instant, I realized that he's not actually looking at me. He's looking at the gift that I'm carrying, which was unwrapped. And I think, oh my gosh, he has no idea who I am. Why would he? He's Elon Musk. I thought for some reason someone would have prepped him and said, your next meeting is this person, but they didn't. He had no idea who I was, and I think, oh my gosh, he thinks I'm an entrepreneur or I'm an employee, and this is my product prototype, and I'm trying to pitch him. And so I sputter out through my laughter, oh my gosh, you think I'm an entrepreneur? And he says, aren't you? And I said, no, and you think I want your money? And he says, don't you? And again, in my nervousness, I said something ridiculous. I said something like, I would always want your money, but you're poor and you have no money. Why would I ever want your money? I insulted the richest man on earth by saying that he was poor and he had no money, and why would I ever want his money? And he thought that was so hilarious, so funny, that he said, oh, please, come into my office. He invited me into his office. We had the most amazing conversation, where by the end of that conversation, he was offering me all of the very things that he was so adamantly saying no to. So I tell this story of an example of how was I able to gain an edge over one of the richest, most powerful individuals in the world. It's not about effort and hard work. I would never say that effort and hard work are not critical, because they are. They are critically important. But all of that effort and hard work that I had put in only mattered because I had enriched, delighted, and guided that interaction. I was able to delight in a really authentic way, naturally, just sort of giggling because I was nervous. What is the equivalent of that in your organizations? What makes you slightly different, slightly awkward, slightly embarrassing, but yet still you? How do you delight in your teams? How do you delight in your interactions? By delighting, by insulting him, I cracked that door open so that I could show him the value I provided and how I enriched.